Hello, good morning, student. See, welcome back to our e-learning session. And this is your statistics chapter number 5, lecture number 4. See, in our last session, we complete illustration number 3 and I was giving you the homework of exercise 5.1 question number 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 in the last session and 1 in the second session. Okay, so here I hope you all complete that, or if you are not complete, please ask me or WhatsApp me, or you can ask me in our Zoom lecture. Please join our Zoom lecture because now in our Zoom lecture we are discussing all the previous chapter as well as your difficulties. We are solving that your difficulties at that time. So please ask me or please join or tell your friends to join the Zoom lecture. Okay. Now see that in our last session we complete illustration number 3, so we are starting here illustration number 4. The average monthly transportation, I am reading the question first. The average monthly transportation cost of 200 families in a city in the year 2014 is as follows. Find skewness and coefficient of skewness using Carl Pearson's method. Here we have to use the Carl Pearson's method, and which method we have to use here in the Carl Pearson? Two methods are there. One, the mode is defined, and the second, the mode is ill-defined. Up to illustration number 3, we see that the mode is defined and we are just using Sk is equal to x bar minus mo, that is mode, and J, that is coefficient of skewness, is equal to x bar minus mo upon s, that is standard deviation. Okay, so in these 3 illustration, mode is defined and that's why we are using first method of Carl Pearson. Now in this question, see the question first. The data given is continuous group data 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 13, 14 to 16 and 17 to 19. Okay, so here you can say that the difference between all the data, all the group is equal or not. Yes, you can say it's equal, but in 10 to 13 the data, the change, first three class, the difference or interval is equal. In the fourth, the difference is more. Okay, so here we can see that, but here the main thing is highest frequency. What is the highest frequency? First of all, the highest frequency is 120. One situation that whenever the continuous group data, there are 3 situations. In that case, we have to use the empirical formula. That means here we can say that mode is ill-defined. Why? Here, if the highest frequency is repeated 2 times, more than 1 time, no. Here in this situation, this case, 120 is the highest frequency. Here 120 is only 1 times. That's why you can say highest frequency is repeated twice. No. Second, the mixed distribution is given 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5 to 7, 8 to 10 and just like that. That's a mixed distribution is given. No. Here 1 to 3, then 4 to 6, then 7 to 9, then 10 to 13. Okay, so here the class length is not equal. Third option. What is the third situation? That is 1, 2, 3. Here the difference is 2, right? 1, 2, 3. So you can say the difference is 2. Then 4 to 6, again the difference is 2. Then 7 to 9, again the difference is 2. But then 10 to 13, the difference is now 4. So the class length is not equal. This is the situation, and on the basis of this situation we can say that mode is ill-defined. See in the question there is no specification regarding which method we have to use. Just only say that Carl Pearson method, right? See, we have to use to find out skewness as well as coefficient of skewness using Carl Pearson method. But in Carl Pearson there are 2 methods. Mode is defined, then x bar minus mo. Mode is ill-defined, then 3 into bracket x bar minus m. M means median. Here mode is ill-defined. That's why we have to use the second formula. So whenever you are doing the sums, please be concentrate here at the question. What in the question given? That means here, if the mode is defined, then we have to use other formula. If mode is ill-defined, then we have to use the second formula. Okay. So now I am writing out the question. Illustration number 4. Average monthly transportation cost in 1000 rupees. Average monthly transportation cost in 1000 rupees and number of families, that is your F. Two values are given. First of all, I am writing out the question and then we will discuss about the answer. So 1, 2, 3. 4 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 13, 14 to 16. Again now the difference is 2 and 17 to 19. Only in this case the difference is 4. Otherwise the difference is, you can say, 3. Okay. 4 minus 1, 3. 7 minus 4, 3. 10 minus 4, 3. 14 minus 10, 4. And 17 minus 14, that is 3. Okay. So here, only in this case, the interval, or you can say class length, is not equal. That's why we can say here mode is ill-defined. Then 5, frequency 5, then 40, then 120, then 20, 10 and 5. So your n is equal to 200. Okay. Now see that which method we have to use here. X is not given. Here the class is given. That's why first of all we have to find out the x bar, and for x bar we have to find out the mid values. So here mid value x is equal to 1 plus 3 divided by 2, that is 4 divided by 2, that is 2. 4 plus 6 divided by 2, 5. 7 plus 9 divided by 2, 8. 10 plus 13 divided by 2, 11.5. Then 14 plus 16 divided by 2, 15. And 17 plus 19 divided by 2, 18. Only the change is here. Otherwise, your mid value is equal distance. 2 plus 3, 3 plus 5, 3 plus 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3.5, 11.5, then again 3.5. That is 15, then again 3. Okay. So here your x is there. Now you can use the direct method, that is fx, as well as you can use the direct or shortcut method. Here we are using the shortcut method, but no any common amount is taken. Xi minus a, and a is equal to, say we can say that a is equal to what, 10, or like that, a is equal to 8, the middle. We are assuming the amount a is equal to 8. So x minus 8, 2 minus 8 minus 6, then 5 minus 8 minus 3, then 8 minus 8 0, 11.5 minus 8 3.5, 15 minus 8 7, and 18 minus 8 10. Sigma di is equal to, make the total, 6 plus 3 9. So here 7 plus 3 10 plus 1 11.5. Sigma di is equal to 11.5. See, we don't know the total, we don't need the total because here we want FIDI, right? Because we have to know about x bar. What is the formula? X bar is equal to A plus sigma FIDI upon N into C is there, but here the C is not there. That's why we are not using into C. So FIDI, this into this. Multiplication of these two, 5 6 are minus 30, 40 3 are minus 120, then 0, 20 into 3.5, 70, 10 into 7, 70, 10 into 5, 50. So sigma FIDI is equal to 40. Okay, so here now we can find out A is equal to sigma FIDI upon N. Now we have sigma FIDI, that is 40, N is there 200, and A is there. Here we are assuming A is equal to 8. Okay, now what we want here, the mode is ill-defined. So we have to find out median. To find out the skewness, you have to find out the median. Okay, so here I am writing out. To find out the median, what we have to prepare, which column we have to prepare? We have to prepare CF column, that is cumulative frequency column. If we want to find out the mode, then no any extra column is needed to find out the mode. But here mode is ill-defined. That's why if we want to find out median from this data, then one extra column we have to prepare, that is called cumulative frequency. That is, you can say CF. And after that we need what? We need standard deviation S, because we want to know about the coefficient of skewness, and in the coefficient of skewness, x bar minus MO into bracket and 3 into bracket x bar minus M divided by S is there. S means standard deviation, and standard deviation, for standard deviation we have to prepare extra one column, that is FIDI square. This one and this one, only multiplication of these two. FIDI square means dot square of this column, multiply of DI, FI into DI square. That's why multiply of DI with FIDI, and you got the answer FIDI square. But first of all, cumulative frequency. What is the cumulative frequency? Total frequency, that is here 5. Add next frequency, that is 40, then 45. Add next frequency, that is 120 to 45, that is 165. 165 plus 20, that is 185. 185 plus 10, that is 195. And 195 plus 5, that is 200. So your total N, total frequency is equal to here the last cumulative frequency, and FIDI square, these into this, sorry, these two, 6 into 30, 180 minus minus plus, 120 into 3, 360 minus minus plus, then 0, then 3.5 into 70, 245, 7 into 70, 490, and 10 into 50, 500. Sigma FIDI square is equal to, make the total, the total is 1775. Sigma FIDI square. All the values whichever we need in the formula, here we have. Now just find out the mean, median and standard deviation, and then find out skewness as well as coefficient of skewness. Okay, so first of all I am finding out the x bar, that is mean. Put the value here. A is equal to what? A is equal to 8 plus sigma FIDI is equal to 40 divided by N is equal to 200. 8 plus 0.2, so 8.2 is the x bar, 8.2 thousand rupees. This is your first answer, that is mean. Now median we have to find out, and for that this is the continuous group data, and that's why here we have to first of all find out the median class. Median class is equal to N by 2th observation is equal to N is equal to 200 divided by 2th observation is equal to 100 observation, and see these 100 observation in the cumulative frequency class, and it is lies here between 45 to 165. So here the corresponding class is 7 to 9. So here you can say, therefore M class, median class is equal to 7 to 9, and therefore we want the value L is equal to, see this is inclusive data, 6 and 7 different, the upper class boundary and the lower class boundary of the class, two different class is not equal, and that's why the difference is only 1, and that's why 1 divided by 2, that is 0.5, we have to subtract from the lower class boundary and add it to the upper class boundary to become inclusive data into, to transfer inclusive into inclusive into exclusive, right? Okay, now what, here we have to subtract 0.5 from the lower class boundary, so L is equal to 6.5. L is equal to 6.5. Now what is the formula for median? I am writing out here, L plus N by 2 minus CF upon F into C if class length is there. So N by 2 we need know that 100, then CF is equal to previous class cumulative frequency. We have to see in the cumulative frequency column previous class cumulative frequency, that is 45. F is equal to what? Corresponding class frequency, that is 120. F is equal to 120, and here the difference is not 7 to 9, 7 to 10. So whenever the inclusive type of data, we have to show the lower class boundary minus lower class boundary of the different two class and find out the class interval. So here 10 minus 7, that is the class interval. C is equal to what? C is equal to 3 here. Okay, so now put the value here. L is equal to what? 6.5 plus n by 2, 100, minus CF 45 divided by 120 into C is equal to 3. So here again 6.5 as it is plus 100 minus 45, that is 55. 55 into 3. 340. That's why 55 upon 40. 6.5 plus 0.1375. Sorry, 1.375. The answer is 7.875. That is M in 1000 rupees. So your M is equal to, here we find out that M is equal to 7.875, or you can say 7.88. Here the value of 7, that's why value of mean as well as the value of median we find out. Now the value of standard deviation we have to find out, and then we can find out skewness as well as coefficient of skewness. Okay, so first of all we are finding out the standard deviation. S is equal to square root sigma fi di square upon n minus sigma fi di upon n whole square into C. If we have to take, then we cannot take here into C because here in di column we are not taking C. So here x bar as well as in the standard deviation we cannot take a C as in a formula, but in a median class, particular median class is there, and that's why the class length of that particular class, that is 7 to 9, that is 3, is we can find out. That's why here we have to use C. Okay, if the median class, particular class is there, then we can say the median class class length is 3. So you can use C is equal to 3 here only in the median, not in mean, not in standard deviation. Why? Because in the standard deviation or in a mean, not any one class is there, and here the situation is there, the difference of each and every class is not equal, and that's why we can say mode is ill-defined. So here again in the mean as well as in the standard deviation we cannot use the formula into C. Okay, here we have to use the simple formula without C. Okay, now put the value here is equal to into square root sigma fi di square 1775 divided by 200 n is equal to 200 minus sigma fi di, that is 40 divided by 200 all square. So first of all 1775 divided by 200, 8.875 minus 40 divided by 200, that is 0.2 into n is equal to First of all, 0.2 square, 8.875 minus 0.04. So here 8.835. And then now the square root of 8.835 is equal to 2.9723. So ultimately 2.97 is the answer. 1000 rupees. Now all the values what we want we have now. For to find out skewness as well as coefficient of skewness, what is the formula for skewness? Here Karl Pearson method, but here mode is ill-defined. That's why formula for skewness is equal to Sk is equal to 3 into bracket x bar minus median m, that is 3 into bracket x bar is equal to what? 8.2 minus median is equal to 7.875, or you can use 88. Median, I am writing here median is equal to 7.88, approximately 1000 rupees. So your final answer of median is 7.88. 8.2 minus 7.88, 3 into bracket 0.32 into 3, 0.96. That is your skewness. Sk is equal to 0.96. Okay, and here we can say 0.96 thousand rupees. But the coefficient of skewness that is J is equal to 3 into bracket x bar minus m upon s. See here 3 into bracket x bar minus m, that is Sk. So here you can say that Sk upon s, value of s is equal to 2.97. So here the value 0.96 divided by 2.97. And therefore the value of J is equal to 0.3232, or approximate value J is equal to 0.32. So all the values, skewness as well as coefficient of skewness, we find out that, see here into this sum, one new thing is that mean, median, mode. From these three, mode is defined, then we have to use first formula of Karl Pearson, and if the mode is ill-defined, then we have to use the second formula of Karl Pearson. Here in this sum, the class interval of each and every class is not equal. That's why we can say it's not a median, sorry, mode is ill-defined, and that's why we have to find out median. And for that we have to make one extra column, that is CF, cumulative frequency, and find out the, put the value into that, into the formula of median, and find out the value of median. First find out the value of mean, then find out the value of standard deviation. See the number I am giving you here, in that order you have to find out all these things. First x bar, then median, then third one is the standard deviation, then fourth one skewness, and then fifth one coefficient of skewness. Okay, so here your sum, that is illustration number 4, is over. I am giving you here 2 to 3 minutes. First of all, complete this sum, write down this sum in your example book, and then we will discuss our next illustration. See, you have to remember all the formulas which is given in exercise in chapter number 3 and 4 to complete the sum of chapter number 5. If you don't know the formula of x bar, shortcut method. If you don't know the formula of median, continuous group data formula. If you don't know the formula of standard deviation, shortcut method again. And if you don't know these three formula, then you cannot find out the skewness as well as the coefficient of skewness. And also for that you have to remember all the rules of Karl Pearson method, which we have to use in this chapter. Okay, so I hope you complete this, and if not, then please pause the video and then complete the sum. I am removing here. See the question first. The following information to obtain for life in complete hours of 400 electric bulbs. Find the skewness and the coefficient of skewness by Karl Pearson method. Again, the Karl Pearson method only. They ask about the Karl Pearson method. We have to use the Karl Pearson method, but which Karl Pearson method, first or second, they don't specify about that. And here we have to know that the highest frequency, first situation is highest frequency repeated more than one time, then we can use the median formula, that is mode is ill-defined here. And yes, the situation is this, that 76 is the highest frequency and here 76 repeat 2 times. So you can say class length is equal, no mixed distribution is given, but the one thing, that is the highest frequency repeated 2 times, that's why here mode is ill-defined, and that's why we have to use the second formula of skewness or coefficient of skewness, that is we have to find out the median, not mode. Okay, so here I'm writing out the sum first, and we have to do this sum with the second formula. Life of electric bulbs completed as then number of electric bulbs that is your F, four thousand to 4199, four thousand 200 to 4399, 4400 to 4599, 4799, 4999, 5000 to 5199, 5200 to 5399, and 5400 to 5599. Right? Now the frequency 14, 46, 58, 76, 70, 76, 40 and 20. Sigma F total frequency is equal to 400, n is equal to sigma f is equal to n. That's why n is equal to 400. Now what? We have to find out first of all mid value to find out the mean. So mid values, that is your x. X is equal to what? 4000 plus 4199. 4000 plus 4199 divided by 2. That is 4099.5. 4099.5. And now the class length is equal. See here, 200, 200, 200, 200. So just write down 4299.5, then 4499.5, then 4699.5, then 4899.5, then 5099.5, 5299.5, and 5499.5 is your mid values. Now DI, shortcut method, because all the values of x is here more than 100, so xi minus a upon c. Here a is equal to what? Middle one. So here I am assuming 4699.5 and c is equal to 200. Just put the value here and find out. See, this one is the 0. When the class length is equal, Here this one is 0, this one is -1, this one is -2, and this one is 3. Here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so here your DI very easy, because whenever the class length is equal, here 4699 is equal to 0, and that's why here in the upper class is -1, -2, -3. In the next class is 1, 2, 3, 4. Directly you have to return. That is the shortcut. Now FIDI, multiplication of these two. To find out the to find out the mean, we need FIDI. 14 3s are -42 -92 -58 0 70 152 120 and 80. Sigma FIDI is equal to, make the total, -192 plus 70 plus 152 plus 120 and plus 80. So 230. Sigma FIDI is equal to 230. Now FIDI square for standard deviation. So multiplication of these two. Here we have to write down. So this into this, minus minus plus, 126, 184, 58, minus minus plus. So all the values are in positive, then 0, then 70, then 304, sigma FIDI square is equal to value of FIDI square. Find out. One 422 is the total. Sigma FIDI square is equal to 1422, and here we have to find out. See, the mode is still defined. That's why we have to find out the median, and that's why we have to prepare one column, that is CF, cumulative frequency. Here CF is equal to what? See, in the frequency column, 14, 60, 118, 194, 264, 340, 380 and 400. All the columns are now prepared. Now find out the X bar, that is mean, then median, then standard deviation, and then SK, that is skewness, as well as coefficient of skewness. Okay, so here we have to find out that skewness and coefficient of skewness. Mean. Formula for mean, X bar is equal to A plus sigma FIDI upon N. Now we have to multiply C, because we are taking C here in the DI column. That's why we have to multiply C. If it is not there in the DI column, then we don't have to multiply C here. If it is there, then and then we can multiply here. As well as we have to multiply this C in a standard deviation also. Okay, now put the value. A is equal to what? 4699.5 plus sigma fi di 230 divided by 400 into C is equal to 200, class length is equal to 200. Okay, so here 202 and 4699.5 plus 115. So your mean is equal to 4814.5 hours. Okay, your mean is complete. Now median. First of all, median class. What is median class? N by 2 observation. That is N is equal to here 400 by 2th observation. That is 200 observation. We have to see this 200 in the CF column. Where it lies? Here. It lies here between 194 to 264, and corresponding class is here 4800 to 4999. So you can say here, therefore median class is equal to 4800 to 4999. Now what is the value of L here? Again, it's an inclusive type of data, and the upper class boundary and lower class boundary difference is 1 divided by 2, that is 0.5. Subtract here, that's why you can say 4799.5 is your L. Okay, what is your CF? Previous class cumulative frequency 194. What is your F? Corresponding class frequency, that is 70. And what is your class length? Okay, see here 4800 to 5000, that is 200 in each and every class. Class length is equal. Now put the value here. Median is equal to L plus N by 2 minus CF upon F into C. So L is equal to what? 4799.5 plus N by 2 200 minus CF 194 divided by F 70 into 200. So 4799 as it is 0.5. Here 6. Here 6 into 200 divided by 70. So 4799.5 plus 1200 divided by 70. 17.1429, and therefore median is equal to 4816.64 hours. 4816.64 hours. Your median is ready. Now standard deviation. We have to find out the standard deviation, and then we can find out the skewness as well as coefficient of skewness. So standard deviation, formula for that, shortcut method, sigma fi di square upon n minus sigma fi di upon n all square after square root into C is equal to sigma fi di square
1422 upon n 400 minus FIDI 230 upon 400 all square into C 200.
1422 divided by 400, 3.555
minus
230 divided by 400,
0.575 whole square into 200 3.555 minus 0.330625 into 200 3.2244 into 200 you can say therefore is equal to 1.7957 into 200
so 359.13. S is equal to 359.13 hours. This is the value of S. Now put all the values into the skewness as well as coefficient of skewness.
First of all, skewness.
See here, this is the first, this you have to find out second,
This you have to find out third. Now fourth one, skewness. Sk is equal to 3 into bracket x bar minus m. 3 into bracket x bar is equal to 14.5 minus
median is equal to
4816.64. 3 into bracket minus
minus 2.14
minus 6.42 hours. That is your SK. And the coefficient, fifth point, coefficient of skewness, that is J is equal to 3 into bracket x bar minus m upon S. So here you can say Sk upon S. So here Sk is equal to minus 6.42 upon S is equal to 359.13.
minus 0.0179, or you can say here J is equal to approximate value minus 0.02.
minus 0.02. Minus compulsory. Please write down that, because here the negative skewness is there, and that's why we have to specifically say that it's a minus. Minus 0.02 is the final answer. Okay, so here complete your illustration number 5. Please write down that first. And now time for homework. Exercise 5.1. Question number. See, up to 4 you complete that. That's why question number 6 and 7 you have to do. Question number, first of all, 6 and 7, not 5 right now. Okay, so please do this, and if you have any doubts, then we will discuss that doubts in our Zoom lecture, or if you have more further doubts, or to each and every students, if you have doubts in exercise, then we will discuss these exercise sum on the board in this video lecture. Okay, so here I am complete my lecture. So thank you class, have a nice day, bye bye.